The Rock was born Dwayne Johnson on May 2, 1972 in Hayward, California. Dwayne's father is a former professional wrestler named Rocky Johnson. The family briefly lived in New Zealand before settling in Hamden, Connecticut for a period. They moved to Honolulu, Hawaii, followed by Nashville, Tennessee, when Dwayne was in high school. A promising athlete in high school, he received many college offers to play football. He ultimately chose the University of Miami, which offered a full scholarship. In 1991, he was a member of the Hurricane team that won the national championship. After suffering several injuries, he lost his place on the team to future NFL star Warren Sapp. Johnson later played for the Calgary Stampeders in the Canadian Football League, but was cut early into his first season. At this point, he decided to follow in the footsteps of his father and grandfather, who were both professional wrestlers. Johnson made his WWF debut as Rocky Maivia, a heroic character combining the ring names of his father and grandfather. In 1997, Johnson turned to a villain character in the ring, adopting the name The Rock, a charismatic character that audiences warmed to readily. Johnson was a wrestler in World Wrestling Entertainment from 1996 to 2004. He was a 9-time world heavyweight champion for the WWE. In 2000, Johnson hosted Saturday Night Live for the first time, with guest appearances made by fellow wrestlers The Big Show, Triple H, and Mick Foley. The Rock began his acting career in 2001 and switched his focus to acting full-time in 2004. Johnson wrote his autobiography, The Rock Says, in 2000. The book debuted at #1 on the New York Times bestseller list and remained on the list for several weeks. Johnson starred in The Scorpion King in 2002, his first leading role, and continued his acting career with dramatic and comedy roles in films such as Walking Tall, Gridiron Gang, Get Smart, Race to Witch Mountain, Be Cool, The Game Plan, Planet 51, Why Did I Get Married Too?, Tooth Fairy, and The Other Guys. More recently, The Rock has wowed audiences with his appearances in the Fast and Furious movie franchise, San Andreas, Central Intelligence, and the HBO series Ballers. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is an American actor, former professional wrestler, and entrepreneur who has a net worth of $800 million. That net worth includes what we believe is The Rock's 30 to 40% stake in Terramana Tequila, which has a current estimated valuation of $2 billion. The Rock will almost certainly become a billionaire thanks to Terramana. That would be more than he has ever made in his entire entertainment career. As you know, outside of tequila, The Rock is one of the highest paid entertainers on the planet. In a typical year, he earns at least $100 million from his various film and endorsement endeavors. More details on The Rock's earnings, assets, investments, and real estate are provided later in this article. He earned $43 million in 2013. He earned $65 million in 2015. Between June 2017 and June 2018, Dwayne Johnson earned $125 million, making him by far the highest paid actor on the planet. Dwayne Johnson went from wrestler to one of the world's most beloved celebrities in record time. Handsome, athletic, and intelligent, the California-born Johnson played football in college and graduated with degrees in criminology and physiology. His football career did not advance much past college, so he joined his family's well-established wrestling dynasty. From the late 90s through the mid-2000s, he was incredibly popular on the WWF WWE circuit and brought many new fans to the sport. His appearance as the Scorpion King in both The Mummy and The Scorpion King further increased his fame, and he slowly began to remove himself from wrestling to focus on his acting career. Today, he is arguably the most famous actor in the world. The Rock was added to Celebrity Net Worth in December 2009 with a net worth of $30 million. Within a year and a half, his net worth had crossed $50 million for the first time. In September 2012, Celebrity Net Worth named The Rock the richest wrestler in the world with a net worth of $75 million. By 2015, thanks to some incredibly savvy business movies, his net worth topped $160 million. Thanks largely to his stunning $125 million earnings in the previous year, The Rock's net worth in 2018 stood at $280 million. Between June 2018 and June 2019, he earned $90 million. That was enough to bring his net worth to $320 million. Dwayne was paid $5.5 million to star in the 2001 movie, The Scorpion King. Producers were attracted to him after seeing his 2000 SNL hosting job and giving him a cameo in The Mummy Returns. The Scorpion King was a huge hit, earning $165 million on a $60 million budget. The Rock's Scorpion King paycheck was the largest paycheck ever paid to a first-time actor in a leading role. He earned $12.5 million for the 2003 movie, The Rundown, and $15 million for the 2004 movie, Walking Tall. The Rock's per-movie upfront salary first topped $20 million with 2018's Skyscraper. Today, thanks to his massive social media following, The Rock contractually demands as much as $4 million just to promote his own movies. That's on top of salary and back-end points. He earned $20 million for his role in the 2019 2019 film Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. For context, his co-stars Jason Statham and Idris Elba earned $13 and $8 million, respectively. In 2019, he also earned $23.5 million twice, first for Jumanji: The Next Level and then for Red Notice. In 2021, he earned $22 million for Jungle Cruise. He earned $22.5 million for 2022's Black Adam. He earned $12.5 million for the 2003 movie The Rundown and $15 million for the 2004 movie Walking Tall. The Rock's per-movie upfront salary first topped $20 million with 2018's Skyscraper. Today, thanks to his massive social media following, The Rock contractually demands as much as $4 million just to promote his own movies. That's on top of salary and back-end points. He earned $20 million for his role in the 2019 film Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. For context, his co-stars Jason Statham and Idris Elba earned $13 and $8 million, respectively. In 2019, he also earned $23.5 million twice, first for Jumanji: The Next Level and then for Red Notice. In 2021, he earned $22 million for Jungle Cruise. He earned $22.5 million for 2022's Black Adam. During his time on the HBO series Ballers, The Rock earned a salary per episode of $650,000. So, in a 10-episode season, that worked out to $6.5 million. In 2012, he and his now ex-wife, Dany Garcia, launched $7 Productions. Whenever he appears in a movie, $7's digital, creative, and production team is involved in every decision, from script screening to movie marketing. The company manages Johnson's various social media platforms, perhaps most notably Instagram and YouTube. $7 is planning several film projects starring some of his former WWE stars, like John Cena, in addition to mainstream actors. For example, $7 produced the 2019 comedy Shazam, which did not feature The Rock at all. $7 also earned production credit for his movies Baywatch, Rampage, Skyscraper, and Jumanji. The company's name is a reference to a bleak time in his life when he was cut from a Canadian football team and ended up living back in Florida with $7, a $5 bill, a $1 bill, and change to his name. The Rock has endorsements with Apple, Ford, and Under Armour, just to name a few. His deal with Under Armour includes a branded clothing line and headphone set. Today, $7 is developing products that don't even involve Dwayne. In March 2020, The Rock and a group of partners launched Teremana Tequila, with Mast Jägermeister providing distribution. In its first 12 months of operations, the brand sold 300,000 cases. In January 2022, the brand announced it was on pace to sell 600,000 cases in 2022. If that's the case, pun intended, it would mean Teremana is worth at least several $1 billion. For comparison, when George Clooney and his partners sold Casamigos Tequila to Diageo in 2017, their brand was selling 170,000 cases per year. Clooney and his partners sold Casamigos to Diageo for $1 billion. Using that as a comp, Teremana would theoretically be worth $3.5 billion today. It's unclear as of this writing how much of Teremana The Rock owns. It is known that The Rock launched the brand with 3 individual partners, one of whom is his ex-wife, Dany Garcia. The 4 co-founders then partnered with the Lopez family of Jalisco, Mexico, who have spent generations growing agave and making tequila. It's also probably safe to assume that Mast Jägermeister received an equity stake in exchange for providing distribution and premium shelf space. If, when it's all said and done, The Rock still owns 30% of his brand, at a $3.5 billion hypothetical valuation, his stake would be worth a little over $1 billion pre-tax. On January 23, 2024, it was revealed that The Rock was appointed to the board of TKO Group Holdings, Inc., the company that was formed after parent organization Endeavor merged the UFC and WWE. According to an SEC filing at the time of the announcement, with his appointment, Johnson was given $30 million of TKO stock and the trademark rights to his name, The Rock, which had been owned by the WWE since 2000. To account for potential conflicts of interest, the SEC filing also revealed that, in the previous year, Johnson had earned $491,000 in royalty payments from the WWE connected to revenue generated by licensing his name and likeness. He will continue to earn royalties even as a board member. He founded the Dwayne Johnson Foundation in 2006. The charity works with terminally ill children. In 2007, he donated $1 million to the University of Miami to support the renovation of the school's football facility. That gift is the largest donation ever given to the University of Miami by a former student. The team's locker room is now named in his honor. He has worked with the Make-A-Wish Foundation on several occasions. So that was all you need to know about The Rock. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.